Hi, it's Ekene here, and if we're meeting for the first time, hello, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I'm a feminine leadership coach. I run the iconic womanhood community and suite of products. And what I do through this community and through the mastermind and all the courses that I offer is really support high achieving women like yourself in really rising to the highest call of your life. If you are like most of the women that are attracted to the work that I do, you are heart centered, you are a spiritual woman, you are a successful woman, but you have this feeling inside, this call to significance. I call it the call of the icon. It's like life is good, but there's part of you that feels like you haven't accessed all of your potential. And there's still yet another part of you that knows that you don't want to do it the way you see so many women doing it, driving and grinding, and you just know that you can't do it that way. You don't want to lose your womanhood or your femininity. You want to actually embrace that even more and become more soulful, more of yourself, and rise to the call that you know that God is calling you to. I feel that completely. I know that for myself, but also as a coach who has worked with literally hundreds of women privately, personally, and thousands of women through the years. I've been coaching for almost a decade, and I have coached many of the coaches that you're familiar with. And in fact, I've coached many leaders, CEOs, entrepreneurs across many sectors, industries, and across the diaspora. So I have a wealth of experience and knowledge, and I can tell you categorically that you don't have to grind, you don't have to push, you don't have to come outside of yourself, you don't have to be mercenary, you don't have to get into that whole dog eat dog way of being competitive. And no, you can be your very best self. Access the parts of your feminine power and rise to the call that God is inviting you to rise to be that city on a hill, that lamp that cannot be hidden. Because if you are listening to this, you are called to be a world changer, a change maker, a thought leader, maybe a coach, maybe a consultant, maybe an entrepreneur, maybe an author, maybe a speaker, maybe a professor, maybe a minister. In the masterminds, we have run six right now, six cohorts of the Iconic Women Mastermind. I have worked with women from all sectors, and it is phenomenal. We've had psychologists, we've had theologians, we've had PhDs and MDs and lawyers. And I tell you, each of these women, as successful as they are, when they come to the work, and they do the work, it is a game changer for them. And some of the results that we have had are phenomenal. We have a TED Fellow as one of our alumni. And in fact, as part of the work that she did with me, that's when she applied, because initially she was kind of hesitant, even though she was amazing, like many of you. But I tell you, that is what I'm here to do. I help people find the gems inside of them and help them shine bright. And she applied, became a TED Fellow, and her TED Talk now has been viewed several, over 2 million times. So listen, I know that you have something inside of you, and I want to help you bring it out. So I want to invite you to something. There's two options here, and in fact, you can do them both. One, I'd like to invite you to a conversation to apply to the Iconic Woman Mastermind. We have a new cohort enrolling in August, and it's going to be the last cohort of 2021. And in 2022, there are going to be some interesting changes. But I want you to know that this cohort is going to be the last one that looks this way. And this is the last cohort that will have such a high touch with me. And I really want to invite you to take advantage of that. You don't want to wait. You really don't want to wait. It's going to be amazing next year, but it's going to be different because God is calling us to evolve, and it's going to be very different. So if you want to work closely with me for 8 months, for me and you to come to know each other, and I can really put my energy and my magic and my insight towards your purpose, this is the cohort to enroll in. You don't want to waste time. You don't want to procrastinate. This is the year to invest in yourself for so many reasons. Also, because in 2022, we're going to have some amazing shifts in the world, and it's only those who will be positioned that will be able to take advantage of it. I have already seen it. I've had conversations about it with other people who have insight, and it's very clear what's coming through the pipeline. And I don't want you to wait. I don't want you to wait and keep counting and wait. You just wait and keep hoping and counting and holding on to things that you really need to use to invest in to go forward. I don't want you to miss out. So I invite you to go to iconicwomanmastermind.com right now and apply. The second thing that I'd like to invite you to, if you're not ready to apply perhaps, or maybe you just want to kind of taste and see me, the work I do, right? You want to get a sense of it. You want to understand more about this. You've heard a little about it, but you're not 100% sure. I get that. I understand that. And so I have a little mini experience. And I say mini, but it's not really mini. It's several hours long over 2 days. And it's called the Being Iconic Experience. I'm going to take you through 2 elements of the work that I do. The first is activating your icon on day 1. And in day 2, we're going to elevate the icon. And you will meet some members of our community. So I really invite you to take advantage of this. I'm going to teach you. You're going to leave with actionable things, even if you don't want to go any further with me. Just participating in this will begin the process of answering that call of the icon. And you will have a deeper understanding if I am the coach, if I am the guide that can help you on your quest, on your mission. You'll have a deeper knowing at the end of those 2 days. So it's a win-win. Now, in order to learn more about that, you need to go to iconicwomanhood.com/be iconic. When you do that, you can register right away. We do have limited spaces for both experiences. The Iconic Woman Mastermind is an 8-month journey. It starts in August. I only take 25 women per cohort. So that is really limited. If you know you really want to be part of that, go ahead and apply right now. You can even do both. You can apply and then sign up for the Be Iconic experience, which is a 2-day mini experience, right? You get to have a sense of what we're doing. You're going to leave with some actionable tools and takeaways to really transform your life and set yourself apart so you're not like everyone else, right? So you can begin to attract what you want effortlessly. You're going to learn all of those things, both the spiritual consciousness level things and the tangible tools, because everyone that works with me understands that I both harness the spiritual and the practical. You're going to learn those things. So that's happening June 11th and June 12th. So I invite you to take action today. Don't procrastinate. This is your year. Take action so that you can have going forward into the decade, because this is the first year, right, of the decade. Going forward into this decade, a game-changing decade. This is going to be a game. People are going to be like literally made or broken in this season. I want you to be made. So take advantage of the opportunity that's presenting itself right now. Many of you have been praying, many of you have been hoping, and then when an answer comes, but it comes requiring something from you, you're not exactly sure. That's the answer. Take action. I have never regretted when I took action. I have never regretted when I took a risk in the direction of investing in myself. Never, ever, ever regretted it. Always left better than I came. In the last decade, my life has transformed tremendously. I went from being a pharmacist, from not really loving my job and, but being kind of tied to the salary, to now paying salaries to a number of people on my team, paying consultant fees that are higher, right, than what I used to earn in a week. I pay people that. So I'm telling you, your life can completely change. I invite you to take a big step in the direction of your dreams, and I'll be right there holding your hand. Lovely to meet you. Hope to connect with you even deeper. God bless you. Be well.